And all right, everybody, how we doing? We doing good? Because I'm doing great. We back with another Buckeye game stream. You already know how I do it, right? You already know what's going on, everybody. Crazy Dog back with another Ohio State game stream. This week, Ohio State is back on the road as they're in Champaign, Illinois, to face off against the Illinois Fighting Illini, who are, believe it or not, ranked 17th in the country. With a record of 5-1, Ohio State, of course, coming in at number 1 in the country with a record of 5-0. And you look at what Illinois has done this year lately. Well, their one loss came at the hands of Indiana, who took them behind the shed and beat their soul and the will to live out of them, 63-10. That game, of course, I talked about in my preview video on the Buckeye channel that I have. Yeah, 7 sacks by Indiana's defense, and Mendoza threw 5 touchdowns. Ohio State's coming off a 42-3 win over Minnesota. Last week, under the lights, Illinois went to Purdue and beat the Boilermakers 43-27. Teams have looked pretty impressive. I'm excited for this game. I'm not juiced up, but this should be a fun one. Ohio State has to come out and take care of business. Man, look at Kirk Herbstreit on the plane going to the Red River rivalry. That game, of course, is at 3:30. I'll probably just be flipping between that game and I think the USC game too. Kansas and Texas Tech. Well, that'll be a banger. If you follow me on here, you notice I say that'll be a banger. I say banger a lot. Of course, College Game Day was in Eugene, Oregon today. Sabrina Ionescu, the celebrity picker. Yeah, they had to get Kirk Herbstreit the heck up out of there to go to the Red River game because that's at 3:30. So he's already on his plane, probably in the air by now, going to Dallas. Now, in terms of the Big Ten right now, heading into week 7, Indiana, Ohio State, Oregon, team up north, Illinois, Washington, and USC all have one loss. Now, of course, Maryland, Nebraska, they have one loss as well, but they've barely played any Big Ten games. Indiana, Ohio State, Oregon, and the team up north are all undefeated in conference play. Still quite a few teams that are in the running for the conference as well. A long way to go. We're just getting in the middle of October. We're getting into the heart of conference play now. This is usually when you find out the tiers in each conference. Who's the upper echelon teams in the conference, and who are the opposers, right? I mean, this is the Big Ten, right? Thought UCLA would have more conference wins this year than Penn State. Wisconsin, 0-2 in the conference. Rutgers, 0-3 in the conference. Damn. Now, of course, you look at the impact players for both teams. Julian Sayin for Ohio State, Bo Jackson, Jeremiah Smith. That's your 3-headed monster. For Illinois, it's Luke Altmaier, Khalil Valentine, and is it Hank Beatty, their leading receiver, with 569 receiving yards. So yeah, we're gonna have our hands full on defense. And honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if this was the week we gave up a red zone touchdown. I mean, we thought Washington would do that to us, and look what happened. And I'm in Florida. Ooh, Dez going Florida. That's bold. You know how that's gonna go, right? Florida up against the wall. They're talking about firing Billy Napier again. So watch him rattle off some wins to save his hide and keep him around in Florida for another year. And then what's going to happen is we're going to hear the same gabagoo garbage from that fan base in the offseason talking about, oh, yeah, you know, this is the year for DJ Lagway and Billy's finally going to get it going. And then they're going to poop themselves again next year. What the hell is that freaking fan doing in the background there? Belly dancing? What the hell? Oh, yeah, Oklahoma, Texas. Red River rivalry. Wow. I will say, though, them having Nick Saban on College Game Day, that's a big time W in my book. And it's so funny because, of course, College Game Day has Pat McAfee. So what does Big Noon Kickoff do? They hire that freaking loser from freaking Barstool, Dave Portnoy. Like you have to counter Pat McAfee with Dave Portnoy. Yeah, of course. I don't even think really anybody watches Big Noon Kickoff. I rarely ever watch it. Once in a while I'll tune in. Nah. This is Ohio State's first ranked matchup since week 1. Make sure I don't got any other things that are wait, that's probably why I have World of Tanks downloading update. We've had the turtle. The turtle's been in Columbus since 2008. That damn thing ain't going anywhere. Mizzou and Alabama. Wouldn't be shocked if Mizzou gave Alabama one hell of a fight. Heck, maybe even beat them. Yeah, I think Alabama's probably gonna win, and yeah. No, Oregon will lay the smackers down on Indiana like Gunter did to Pat. Oh man, that's okay. Well, they're probably not going to do Ohio State like it really matters. We already know they're probably going to mostly pick Ohio State, I think. All right. But what's up, Fox? Are you ready for another weekend of Ohio State football? I am. You know damn right I am. Oh, I've been waiting for it. Now, for any degenerates who bet on these games, of course, as it's a beautiful day in Champaign, Illinois. It's an orange out at Geese Memorial Stadium. Ohio State is a 15.5 point favorite. The over-under is 51.5. And the money line is minus 800 for Ohio State, plus 500 for Illinois. It's important to note, a lot of people that are making picks on this game, they're more or less picking Illinois to cover than actually win the game. That's mainly what's going on here. There goes. Now here we go with the freaking OBS again. All right. So it looks like it's unanimous. Ohio State from the Big Noon crew. There's a look at the Illini in the tunnel, getting ready to come out. Stadium's over 100 years old. And here comes the Illini. All orange everywhere in Champaign. Everything is orange. The way the helmet I chose for the scoreboard, I couldn't find the usual helmet, so I just picked one. Yeah, doesn't really matter. I wear that helmet every once in a while. East Memorial Stadium. Fun fact, the Bears actually played some games there. All right. Is this freaking homecoming or something? They're individually announcing players. That's interesting. No, it's freaking garbage lag. Yeah. Freaking OBS freaking puts out on me every once in a while. You know, it just loses connection. Because as you guys know, I live in the boonies and freaking internet isn't strong out here. Doesn't really help that I got a freaking update that's been going all day from World of Tanks, a game that I play, on the side. Once I am done with that update, we'll be good to go. So yeah, I guess this isn't senior night for them, like a recognition thing, is it? Huh. Oh, this is going to be a fun matchup. So let me just quickly go over all the different matchups that will be going down tonight. Of course, Illinois, Ohio State should be a good one. Well, let's take a look at some other games that are going on here. So, along with our game, you got Missouri, Alabama on ABC, Florida State and Pitt on ESPN, Louisiana, James Madison on ESPN2. Okay, that's cool. UCF, Cincinnati, Toledo, Bowling Green. Ooh. Stanford, SMU on CW, UCLA and Sparty, Charlotte Army, Houston, OK State on TNT, Wazoo and Ole Miss, SEC Network at 12:45. And there's the Ohio State Buckeyes getting ready to come out. The 3:30 slot of games is pretty big too. Oklahoma, Texas, Red River, of course. Indiana, Oregon, TCU, K State, Iowa State, Colorado, Alabama State, Jackson State, and ESPNU. Ooh. Northwestern, Penn State. If Penn State loses to Northwestern, I'm going to laugh so damn hard. That would eliminate Penn State from Big Ten title consideration for sure. Losing 3 games alone is tough. Having all 3 losses happen back to back to back in conference, yeah, that buries you. Nebraska, Maryland, Virginia Tech, Georgia Tech. Ooh. Notre Dame, NC State on at 3:30 on Peacock. Peacock. 7:30 slate. Georgia, Auburn, Kansas, Texas Tech. Team up north in USC. Purdue, Minnesota. Clemson, Boston College. South Carolina, LSU. Not gonna lie, this is a loaded ass day of college football. Football! Julian and company look tonight, or today, I guess. Get that nasty sewer rat Portnoy off my screen. Let's get it done today, Buckeyes. Do you think Scuba will... No. No. He's going to get buku bucks from somebody. Probably a team in LA. I say team in LA because you know the Angels, right? Freaking Looney Tune over there. Oh, hang on. Looney Tune over there, freaking Moreno. He will 1000% try to sign him. 100%. Will that happen? No. Because he is not going to want to go to LA. The Angels, Anaheim. Yeah, Luke Altmaier, quarterback for Illinois. Their offense has been pretty damn good aside from that game against Indiana. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. They can get that out of there. Maybe that'll clear up my connection here. All right, so we are just about ready for kickoff. Literally everything is orange. Everything is orange. Orange with envy. Oh, it's orange with envy. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, beautiful day for football in Champaign, Illinois. Ohio State hasn't played here in a decade. And honestly, haven't played Illinois in a while either, in general. We're supposed to play them in 2020, but you already know. You already know. 68 degrees, 63% humidity, 10 mile per hour winds. I'll never forgive the Tigers for that game. Which game? All right, so it looks like Ohio, first meeting with both teams ranked since 2001, 10th ranked meeting all time. So Ohio State will receive. Kick is in the end zone for a touchback. And of course, we are underway from Champaign, Illinois. 12 passing touchdowns, 18 incompletions for Julian Sayin. Even 1 Illinois, 5-0 Ohio State. So here we go, Ohio State lining up. Bo Jackson in the gun with Julian. All right, here we go. Back to pass. Caught. It's Brennan Innes. We got a Brennan Innes sending everybody. Ooh. Searveld, Montgomery, Hinsman, Shabola, and Daniels up front protecting Julian. And then Jackson, Tate, Innes, Smith, Claire, backs and receivers. Throwing over the Illinois defense. Heckle, Scott, Clark, Bailey, and Cox in the secondary. Second down and 8. Oh, got tipped and then fell incomplete. Third down. Wow, Scott, the guy I have in my thumbnail. Jermaine Matthews will start at nickel with Styles out, and Devin Sanchez will start at outside corner. So Donaldson comes in at running back, fourth in the Big Ten and third down conversions at 54%. Shotgun for Sayin. Back to pass. A lot of time. Throws, caught, Smith, first down. First down into Illini territory. When I first heard, when I was younger and I saw that name, I thought it was the Illini, but it's the Illini. But I'm on a crossing route. Good pass. Jeremiah Smith. First and 10. Here's a pitch. Goes nowhere. He's not a free agent. I think you still got one more year left. So it's second and 10. Allowed 507 yards per game, second most in the Big Ten. Second and 10. Back to pass. Got time. Throws. Caught. Tate. First down. Yeah, this defense is probably going to be playing a lot of zone. Because if you play man against Jeremiah, you're going to get burned. They got to play zone. So if you're Julian, you take whatever they give you. Guys are going to be open. Guys are going to be open. All right. Play action. Throws it deep. Oh, he would have had Carnell, but a little bit too far in front. A slight miscommunication. Maybe he kind of went a little bit more towards the sideline when he should have cut up field a little bit more. I don't know. He also could have been slowed down by the corner. Variables in there. Scubo's got one more year left. Second and 10. Hands it off. And there's a big run. Bo Jackson in space inside the 15. This is a freaking freshman. Villa Angela St. Joe's High School, just outside of Cleveland, on the east side. The Vikings of Villa Angela St. Joe's. 90 rush yards per game, most among freshmen, in a minimum 3 games. First and 10. Inside the red zone. Hands it off. And he'll get about maybe 3. Second down. Ox looks like he was on one knee. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, he just kind of went down. Looks like he might have hurt himself. So we got an injury timeout for an injured Illini player. All right. What the heck? The Illibuck is no longer a live turtle? You mean to tell me at one point that thing was they had a live turtle that they would play for? Hmm. I wonder why when they made that trophy. I wonder what made them decide to be a turtle. You know? Yeah, but you have teams that play for like a jug, a wagon wheel, a freaking axe, stuff like that. And what do we play for? A turtle. I mean, it's different. Like, you got Paul Bunyan's axe, you get the wagon wheel, you get like the jug, what was it, the little brown jug? Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 shillelagh games, I swear. Like, damn. Meanwhile, we play for a turtle. It's cool though. It's different. It's different. It's like a turtle. You're talking about a team that is named after a nut and a team named after an Indian tribe playing for a turtle. It's my turtle. If I ever had a pet turtle, I would name it Illibuck. Uh, Believe it or not, I think that's the only trophy that Ohio State plays for. I don't think we play for any other trophies, as far as I know. I thought there was like a couple, but I don't think so. All right, so there's Caleb Downs. All right, so 2nd and 7 inside the red zone, near the 10. 9 play, 62-yard drive. Gets all kind of wonky. Gets it to the about 9.5-yard line. 3rd down. You think Kenny will play the starters on Tuesday night? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. All right, 3rd and 4. There's Ryan Day. Shotgun for Sayin. Watch out for Jeremiah up top. Snap. Off inside. He should have just went with the pitch to the running back. Because that got only like a couple yards and it's 4th down. This team still can't execute in the freaking red zone. So here comes the kicker, Jaden Fielding. He's 4 for 5. His longest was 38. He missed a 51-yarder last week. Here's the kick from Fielding. Snap. It's up and good. Wraps it around the left upright, but it goes in regardless. Buckeyes up 3-0 to start. At least this time I took the points. Seen for TSF stream last night after the WNBA game. Rocher was being sus. He's always sus. I mean, you could make a compilation a few hours long of the things that dude does that are sus. He's the king of sus. Forget King Tut. He's King Sus. So it's so funny because when you look at the comments, people get so mad over there for no reason. Like, they just be hanging out. The game's over, right? Think about this. There's the game part of the stream was over. They're just hanging out, talking about whatever. God knows what. People get all mad. Hey man, stop talking about that garbage. It's like they can talk about whatever the hell they want. Or the worst, people essentially be like, "Oh my god, read my comment. Oh my god, yo, you missed my comment." Then you spam it over and over and over again. If anything, that's just gonna get you yelled at by the mods than anything. Oh. So, Ohio State marches down the field, ends up with a field goal. They can't seem to get it right in the freaking red zone, though. The Buckeyes Ohio State's only opening drive touchdown came against Grambling State. Still can't execute in the red zone. All right. Uh, get in the red zone, only get 3. So now we're going to see Luke Altmaier for the first time today. You heard TSF might stream Ohio State, and I did not hear about that. So here's Luke Altmaier. He's 9-2 in his last 11 home starts, 27 total touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 3-0 versus ranked opponents. In his last 11 home starts, he has not thrown a pick. Does that change tonight? That'd be fun. That'd be awesome. First pass he throws, picked off, intercepted. Well, so much for that, right? Ah, man. Altmaier in the gun, running back to his right. Back to pass, no pressure at all. That was a dangerous pass. Going at the freshman Devin Sanchez. And he broke it up. Davis, Geske, Kreutz, Henderson, and Priestley up front, protecting Altmaier. Valentine, Dixon, Bowick, Beatty, and Erkin are the backs and receivers. Altmaier in the gun, running back, lines up to the left. 2 receivers in the bottom. Hands it off. And he'll get about 7. 3rd down 3. Curry, Malone, McDonald, and Jackson up front. Styles and Reese at linebacker. Sanchez, Downs, Matthews, McLean, and Igbinosin in the secondary. It's important to note, Edric Houston and Lorenzo Styles are out today for some reason. I'm guessing nagging injuries. Hopefully it's not long term though. Back to pass. Quick dump off. Gets the first down. Oh, and a little friendly fire from the Ohio State side. Accidentally hitting their own player. Watch out. Don't hurt yourself, guys. Damn. They were dropping Kenyatta in the coverage? Are we serious? Oh, McLean just hit Styles. I would love a pick 6 right here. Shotgun for Altmaier. Takes it off again. Come on, get that ball out. I don't think they're going to test our secondary deep today because you got Caleb Downs lurking back there. You don't want to take that risk. Caleb's always lurking. There's Jermaine Matthews. I think he's a junior now, isn't he? Or like a redshirt sophomore. 2nd and 3. Shotgun, and they're going to hand it off again. And he gets swallowed up. There's Kenyatta Jackson. He got hurt again last week, but it wasn't, and I think it was a stinger. And he's obviously out there. He needs to be careful, man. I mean, that's the second time now he's gotten hurt, but it wasn't serious. Luckily, out of Miami Gardens, Florida, senior, 3rd and 5. See if the Buckeyes can get off the field here. Back to pass. Come on, get off. First interception of the season, and it's going to be returned to the 35-yard line. It's Peyton Pierce. It was tipped in the air and intercepted. That's the first interception Altmaier has thrown all year and in his last 11 home starts. Dangerous pass. Batted up by Matthews, picked off by Pierce. Yeah, he just tipped it up and then Pierce with the duck. Gotta always be ready for that kind of stuff. And he was. Peyton Pierce out of Texas. That's his first interception in the last 159 pass attempts. So we got an interception, just not a pick six. It almost was, though. So Ohio State gets it at the 35. Shotgun for Sayin. Hands it off. And that'll be a gain of about a hard-fought 5. That's Donaldson, the former West Virginia Mountaineer. Tell all the new guys that are playing, because look at their helmets. They got like nothing on them. No, dude in the green doing. He's like, he's one of the signalers, but he's like, like, what the heck? You good, bro? You good, brother? Here's a handoff, the middle. Donaldson to the 20. They call him C4 for a reason, yeah. But yeah, look at that hole up the middle, though. Good stuff by Donaldson. Be nice to see him have a big game. Tate in the back. Oh, yeah, I thought he was in the backfield. No, okay. Donaldson behind Sayin. Tate motions. 5:45 to go. Play action. Throws. Jeremiah. First down. Near the 5. All the freaking Buckeye leaves Jeremiah already has. At the end of this season, his whole entire helmet's going to be a big old thing of Buckeye stickers. It's the cool thing about having a blank helmet with no logo or anything. You could just load it up with stickers for that stuff. You could tell the dudes that are out here making plays, by the end of the season, their helmet's going to be just loaded with stickers. First and goal. Just shy of the 5 at about the 7-yard line. Hands it off. And that's Peoples to the 4.5-yard line. Pretty impressive how Altmaier went that long without throwing a pick. That was just a bad luck one. I mean, it was tipped in the air and picked off. I mean, yeah. Nothing you could do about that one. 2nd and goal. Come on. Under center. Mitch. He's going to run it in near the end zone. And they're going to say he's at the 1. Come on, get Bo in the game. I want to see him run someone over. Yeah, he's at the 1. People be like, oh, why didn't he stretch the ball out? Because you do that and you fumble, you're going to be like, you're going to be off the depth chart pretty much. Like, they're going to take you out, put you away. 3rd and goal. He's in. Touchdown. So, just put some C4 on it. It'll blow through the hole. There you go. And they turn that pick into 6. 9-0 Buckeyes. And they are really just enforcing their will with the run game so far here. So here's the extra point. It's up and right down the middle. 10-0 Buckeyes. That's what you love to see right there. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's at the state fair. Damn. Yeah, I don't think I could really ever go to the state fair in Texas. The food there just looks always looks amazing. You could literally go there, and then when you leave, it's like, I'm full. I want some more. Oh man. But how about that freaking baseball game last night, though? Damn game took just under 5 hours officially. What's up, Lamar? What that? What is? So yeah, Peyton Pierce, a linebacker that we don't really talk about. He was injured, I think, in high school, his senior year. Came in and he's been working hard, getting playing time now and making it show. Like he's showing out with it. He's making the most of it. That's the word right there. Ha. First interception of the season. And his first at Memorial Stadium since 2023. Wow. Again, this is the last 11 home starts. He has not thrown a pick until today. Not even Indiana could do that. But yeah, I'm going to be watching that Indiana game pretty closely as a Browns fan, as you can imagine. Dante Moore, Fernando Mendoza. If they don't like what Dylan Gabriel's doing, I could see them drafting one of those guys, causing even more quarterback chaos. And then, of course, you'd have the other players there, too. It's not just the quarterbacks, it's the other players there. So there's CJ Donaldson. But yeah, beautiful day in Champaign, Illinois. 35th career rushing touchdown, second most among active FBS players behind Nick Singleton, of all people. Wow. So here we go, ready for kickoff. And it's going to be returned by Illinois. He'll take it to their own 20, and that's where they will set up shop. So Luke Altmaier coming back on the field after throwing his first interception in damn near a whole full 2 years. His first pick at home, or maybe in general, since 2023. At home especially, yeah. It's pretty damn impressive, though. Pretty impressive. Ohio's, this dude from Barstool, Ohio's hate. He tweeted out, I genuinely feel bad for Illinois fans sitting behind me that said, we're standing all effing game, better get used to it, and are now sitting with 3:40 left in the first quarter. Ah, don't like the conservative play calling inside the red zone. Also think we should have went for that on fourth down. Hmm. Yeah, but I'm happy we got points. Bye, guys. All right, what happened? Aha. Fewest points per game allowed through 5 games in CFP era. 2021 Georgia, 4.6. Ohio State this year, 5. Wisconsin in 2019, 5.8. 2023 team up north with the asterisk. Yeah. Have you heard of Avon High School football? Of course I've heard of them. Yep, I've actually seen them play before. Fewest points allowed through first 5 games. Nice. When they show a stat and then they just take it away after 2 seconds. Here's a handoff. Breaks free into the secondary, gets a first down. Past, I believe it was at the 35. Yeah, I've heard of them before. I've seen them play. One of the premier high school football teams in the state of Ohio, especially Northeast Ohio. I've seen them play in a few playoff games before. Less than 10. Shotgun for Altmaier. Back to pass. Throws it deep. Batted away. Perfect play by Benosin. Again, he's playing the ball, so there's no yellow laundry. People are going to be like, oh, it's a laundry. Where's the flag? He's playing the ball. So he's looking back. He's playing the ball. You can joust and stuff, I believe, but if you're not, as long as you're just playing the ball, which he was. Second down. Be nice if we can get a few sacks here. And we have timeout. Looks like Illinois wasn't fully ready yet, so they got to regroup. There we go. Back us. So here we go, 2nd and 10 after the timeout. Shotgun for Altmaier. Back to pass. So he's going to delay handoff. And he'll get nothing. That's Tywone Malone. Loss of 2. I'm sorry, there's no loss of 2. It's no gain. Former Ole Miss Rebel. Fun fact, he was actually doing a little bit of baseball. But I guess they have him focusing solely on football now, and love to see that. Back to pass. Throws it deep again to nobody. Just overthrows his man, and that's 4th down. Trying to go to Beatty. So Ohio State will force the punt. Here's the punt. Fair caught. And that's it. Ohio State takes over. Tomorrow, game 1, Mariners and Blue Jays. After last night, I wonder how long the Mariners players slept after that game. Honestly, I don't think I would have been able to sleep after that. Demk Meadows. Ooh, scary hit. Ugh. Wow. 1st and 10. Shotgun for Sayan. Back to pass. Oh, what the heck, Jeremiah? Got to look for the ball, bro. He was not looking for the ball at all there. And I don't know what the heck he was doing. You're in the backfield. Look for the ball, bro. 2nd and 10. Stop getting cute, freaking Heartline. Just got to do something stupid at least once every game. 2nd and 10. Hands it off. Goes, gets about 2. This drive ended as soon as that stupid ass little side pass. Man. It's like if you're going to be in the backfield, you got to look for the ball, Jeremiah. Damn. He clearly didn't expect the ball that quickly. 3rd and 9. Back to pass. Throws. Caught. Cornell Tate. Man, Cornell is going to make himself some serious money in the league doing that stuff. Toe drag and the toe tap. Yes, sir. Yeah, toe drag and the tap keeps the drive alive. 1st and 10, 1 minute to go in the first. Last week he had 9 catches, 183 yards against Minnesota with a touchdown. Back to pass. Dumps it off. This is Claire. Former Purdue Boilermaker. 50 seconds to go in the first. 6 40-plus yard receptions this season. Tied for most in the FBS. Did that happen? Guess there was a penalty on us. Okay, I don't know what happened. Oh, oh, is that what it was? Too many guys on the last. Yeah, he was hiding Claire, I think. So it's 1st and 15. I don't even think that play even counts now. Yeah, because they were both lined up in the line of scrimmage. Yep. Hands it off. Here's Jackson. Navigates through some tacklers. He'll get to about the, what is it, the 45? Yeah, it's the 45. That's probably the last play of the first quarter. Buckeyes transferred their success to the Browns. I don't really know too much about that. I mean, it's a tough question. Transferring the Buckeyes' success to the Browns? Honestly, yeah, probably. I already read that, Jacob. All right, second quarter. There we go. I wouldn't say that right now, but they did have a pretty good chance to. So we got some baseball news. All-time great Albert Pujols is the first choice of Angels Artie Moreno to manage the following positive meeting. Sounds like Albert Pujols will be a manager in the major leagues, possibly. Have you noticed that there's quite a few former players becoming managers now? Love to see that, though. Love to see that. Albert Pujols, I think he does manage, I think in Venezuela, or like his home country, for the Winter League. I think Dominican. I don't remember, but he's one of those Winter League managers. That'd be cool. Cardinals fans be like, "Oh, so yeah, go manage a team that you barely played on. They didn't that I mean, you played on them for the last couple of years, but bro, you weren't there long enough." But I mean, Ollie Marmol ain't going anywhere, so yeah. Tate is gonna make himself some serious money in the league. He's gonna be like JSN and Olave, especially. Garrett Wilson, I pray to the football gods that someday Garrett Wilson gets a serious quarterback, because imagine being Garrett, right? You gotta play with Justin Fields, which is fun, but you got JSN and Olave out here just going crazy on a weekly basis, and you're left with that. Just give Ty Simpson the Heisman already. That stiff arm touchdown was insane. I mean, it's against Missouri, so okay. Right. Buckeyes up 10-0 entering the second quarter. Start of the second. All right, it'll be 3rd and 4. Shotgun with Donaldson in the backfield. Back to pass. Throws. Got a man. It's Jeremiah. First down. It's always Jeremiah. You get Jeremiah in any bit of space, he'll make a play on it. On the dot. They're going to look at this now? I mean, he had firm control of it. Why don't you say it wasn't completed pass? Because he didn't have control for the last millisecond when he was going to the ground. Oh, watch them say it was incomplete. He ain't Dylan Gabriel or Dante Moore. Oh my God. So they're still looking at it. It was called a catch on the foot, though. We'll see what they ruled here. Tough play regardless. Illinois players seem to think they broke it up. Yeah. Looks like they're saying it's a 4th down. I mean, he had it pretty much 95% of the way. But you gotta be like, you gotta pretty much get up with and dance with the ball if you wanna have it recorded as a catch. So here comes the punt unit. Punt away. Oh, he fair caught it. Really got to be careful when you feel the punt in traffic. You muff that thing. It's oh that's it gets ugly. Saying 6 of 10 for 66 yards, 59 rush yards, most in first quarter this season. Altmaier 2 for 6 for 13 yards and a pick. Accepted again. Ah, same situation. Now there's a flag. Pass interference. Huh? 26. Where's 26? First and 10. He said 26, didn't he? First and 10. Did I just hear him say 26? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe that's what I heard. Maybe I heard the yard line. Gets about 8 yards. Ah, these refs sometimes, I swear. I'm second and 2. Second and 2. Second and 2. Gets a first down. 13:25 to go here in the first half. Bielema. Back to pass. Missed tackles. It's a rarity for Ohio State. Pass rush once again being a no-show. Just push. Not even pass rush. It's just a push rush. Oh, ball popped out. Good hit by Hartford. Or was it McLean? Hunts McLean. Never mind. Igbenogson in there as well. Nice job by Davison to break that up. Third and 2. Come on, get off the field here. Stuffed it. Let's go. He gets nothing. Might have even been a loss of a yard. See what they decide to do here. Are they going for it? Or are they going to punt? Because you go for it in this spot. You're kind of like right around the 50, so like you're in kind of no man's land. They are 5 for 6 on fourth down. But you don't get it here. You're putting Ohio State in a great spot. I wouldn't be surprised if they're just trying to get us to jump off sides. 2. Oh, yep, they actually did go for it. He didn't get it. Or he might have gotten it just falling forward. Yeah, because our guy pushed him forward. That's why. On it if they didn't let him, if they didn't push him forward. And then Downs comes from behind and pushes him across. Not Downs, you got to grab him and pull him back. Like, go over here. Yeah, Taylor, we can't be pushing him forward. Just shy of midfield. Shotgun for Altmaier. Throws it away. Nobody really in sight. Trying to trick play, and Ohio State snuffed it out. There was really nobody downfield from what I saw. Yeah, they tried like a double reverse, but I mean, there was a guy there, but there was also a lot of Buckeyes around, and yeah, you got to be careful. So 2nd and 10, 124.4 opponent pass yards per game, 4th best in the Big Ten. And there's Downs, gain of about 2, maybe 3, not much at all. So crazy. Caleb Downs is a Buckeye, man. Still can't get over that from last year. It's like he's like the best safety in the country, really, and he's on my team. He's up at top on the right side of the screen. 3rd and 7, back to pass. She coming. Oh, Marvell Reese. Hello. And there's a catch for a first down. I think it was like Benosin doing. He was like, nee, 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 nee. He was pushed out, but then he came back on his own. Okay. If he would have went out of bounds on his own and then came back in, that would have been, he was the first to touch it. That would have been illegal touching. I see what you're saying, Davison. You thought he was like out of bounds, but yeah. Now they're going to review it, probably to see if he was the first to touch it. And in the face of Igbenosin. Literally, Downs should have just let it go, but he pushed him forward. We had Duck's House Glazing Dylan this year. We have Crazy Duck Glazing Caleb Downs. I mean, Caleb's legit, like, arguably the best safety in the country. Honestly, he probably should have been a Buckeye from the beginning, but incomplete. Okay. Okay, so good eye by Davison there. That's incomplete because he was out of bounds when he jumped up. So it'd be 4th down. So good job by Davison. And we have What? No way. What did he do? He took the snap with his knee on the. Oh my God, the punter took a knee. The punter just took a knee, brother. He went really low to field the ball and he ended up taking a knee. No way. He took a snap and his knee hit the turf. So that's taking a knee. That's why they say if you're a punter, don't do a low snap. Got to snap it in a certain spot. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. First time I've ever seen that happen. The punter basically took a knee. Huh. That's funny. Yeah, he took a knee. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Should I tell this freaking rooster that's outside my window that South Carolina doesn't play until later? Oh, that's funny. That that has to be the derpiest play I've ever seen. Seeing someone do that. He caught the ball with his knee on the ground before he could punt it. So he essentially took a knee. He basically took a knee. You can't do that. That's the that's the first time I've seen that. Wow. Poetic justice. Hell yeah. Taking a knee in the that's never seen that before. So Buckeyes will get it at the spot where the punter took a knee inside the Illinois 40. Shotgun for Sayin. Play action. Pass. Open to Claire. Trucks a guy. First down. It's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Wow. He was out of bounds. Still out of bounds. He did not reestablish himself when he was going up for the ball. So it's first and 10. 8:44 to go in the half. Snap. Back to pass. Throws. Caught. First down the Tate. Wow. Hands it off. Jackson gets inside the 15. 1980 Bryant's site. Oh, man. Bird outside my window will not shut up. Oh, I was going to leave. Second and 6. Saying under center. Watch out for Jeremiah. Play action. He's going to run it for really no gain. It'll be 3rd and 6. I've never seen that from a punter ever in my life. Wow. 3rd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to nobody. And that'll be another field goal coming up. Ohio State still can't execute in the red zone. Fourth and 6. Yeah, they were on 2 different wavelengths. Oh my God, it's Mr. Hamburger or Cheeseburger. What the heck? Hamburger, cheeseburger. That's freaky looking. Snap. Kick is up and good. 13-0. Buckeyes lead. 13-0. I don't think you're going to see something like that ever again, really. A punter taking the ground. Yeah, you don't see that a whole lot, though. All right, let's actually do a nice little around the league. Let's go through the rest of these scores. 17-7 Alabama. Pitt and FSU tied at 14. 4:20 to go in the half. Nice. Oh, very nice. Louisiana over James Madison 7-6 in the second quarter. Wazoo over Ole Miss 7-0 in the first. If Ole Miss loses to Wazoo, that'll be brutal. Ooh, wow, yeah. Oh, yeah. 14-14 Pitt and Florida State. Both teams 3-2 on the year. Yeah, Wazoo just scored over Ole Miss. Wow. CLA over Sparty 24-7. Now all of a sudden they figured things out, it looks like. SMU over Stanford 10-0. 17-0 Cincinnati over UCF in the second quarter. 23-10 Houston winning over Oklahoma State. 14-0 Army over Charlotte. Miami, Ohio over Akron 3-0. Toledo over Bowling Green 14-0. And that's it for FBS scores. There's the Illibuck. I think that's the original live turtle. Second oldest rivalry trophy in the Big Ten. It was originally a live turtle until 1926. And there's the turtle itself. Well, I guess they said they chose a turtle which makes sense. Check out the Fox Sports Tom Brady interview today. Like ass? Well, of course. He's sweaty. And the kicks away. And we have a touchback. Mm-hmm. Yeet. Yeet. Skeet. Yeet. Skirt. Yeet. Skirt. Yeet. Even Jennings with a behind the back pass. Yo, what? Skirt. Yeet. Skirt. Yeet. All right. All right. All right. University of Illinois. Oh. Yeah, we're probably only going to get 1 year of Valerie starting because he is a dog right now. I don't know if he has another year of eligibility left. But he's the way he's playing, they're gonna be like saying, "Yo, dude, you need to come out and play, bro. Come out in the league." Kansas and Texas Tech tonight. TCU, Kansas State coming up next on Fox following this game. So Illinois with it. Illinois down 13 to 10, 13 nothing, 6:43 to go in the first half. Got 7 on the play clock. Hands off, gets about a yard. Being generous, maybe a yard and a half, but and we got. Did we get the ball? McDonald just came out with the ball. He's claiming that there was a fumble. And the Buckeyes get the ball on the fumble. Hayden McDonald. Oh, he hurt his knee too. Oh, that's damn, Valentine. That sucks. I think he got all twisted up. He got twisted up like a damn pretzel. So Ohio State gets it right back. Oh yeah, look at his leg. It's all to the side. Ugh. That sucks for Valentine, man. His whole leg was like to the side. That sucks, dude. Because the way Caden was going down, he kind of took Valentine down in a funky angle. So, man, he was able to walk off, but that's hopefully it's not a torn ACL. 'Cause that's tough. His leg, I think, got caught up underneath Caden. Wow. So Buckeyes get it right back. We're forcing turnovers like crazy today. Short field again. Let's see if they can turn this into points. They're almost in the red zone already. Under center. Here's a pitch to Jackson. Gets nothing. Okay. Matt. Fumble Rooski. Fumble Rooski. Yeah. There was no arguing. They were like, man, I thought you needed to do this and that. You know, need to cut off and go this way or something. You know, it's, hands it off again. And he'll get just shy of the 20. Third down. Oh my God. That's the pass. Throws. Caught. Toe tap. First down to Jeremiah Smith. Inside the 15 now. Hands it off. And he loses about 2 yards. Yo, Brian, why are we running the ball so much? Damn. If you're gonna run it, use Bo. And we have a timeout, Illinois. They have one more remaining. The Illibuck Trophy. Ohio State. So there is Valentine on the sideline, I think. So I don't think he was. I think he avoided something bad. Second and 12. Back to pass. Caught. Blocking upfield and is near the touchdown, Buckeyes. Jackson. It's a little dump off, too. Good blocking upfield by Claire. He's in the end. That's a touchdown. Kick is up and good. $20 to 0. Buckeyes. On touchback. That's funny. I mean, of course, when you're a football player, you're going to stink. It's just natural. You sweat, you stink. And now we have whistles and flags. False start. Yeah, I mean. Back on, back to pass. Pressured. Throws wide open. Where the heck's the, oh, 1st and 10. Okay. All right. First down. 3:30 to go in the half. Defense is getting gashed now. Okay. Back to pass. Takes him down to the 40. 2nd down. 3 minutes to go. Going a little bit of tempo here. It's vegan. He's must have hurt his shoulder. He's coming out. All right, 1st and 10. A little bit of pressure. Oh, hit immediately. Gets about 7, 8 yards. 2 minutes to go in the half. 2 minutes to go. Of course, they're going to play soft defense getting into this territory. Right, 2 minutes. Of course, they're going to play soft. It's like a tradition with my teams. Uh, you can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that, or that. Oh my goodness. Buckeyes playing. They're still on different wavelengths at times on offense, but still out here scoring points. You know what, defense? How about another turnover here? Why not? We forced an interception and we forced a fumble. Fumble Ruski, fumble Ruski. The interception was Luke Altmaier's first at home since 2023 and his first one of the season in general. Yeah, that's insane. Kansas, Texas Tech tonight. That should be a good one. Texas Tech rising up the ranks in terms of, power programs. Like they all of a sudden discovered spending NIL. you know, getting good players. Uh, 25. Altmaier shotgun formation. Got a man in motion, goes to the right side. Snap. Back to pass. Throws. Be a first down. Defense playing soft again, of course, you know. Pass rush hasn't really been there. I don't know what the heck Indiana was doing with their pass rush because they had 7 sacks. Gee whiz. Dumps it off. 41 and counting. Oh, I thought, oh, I see. Ohio State used the timeout before. Just throws out of bounds. There's a flag down, too. Okay. And that is the first touchdown given up in the red zone all year. Impressive. It's week 7, and that's the first one. But it's against the freshman. There's the freshman. Don't know how that's interference, but okay. Probably because he wasn't looking back at the ball. I mean, you gotta look back for the damn ball. I mean, it took Davison how many years to finally do that? So it's rush stinky again. The hell? The San Jose Sharks are introducing a chump bucket to their concession options. What's in that anyway? Buttery popcorn, strawberry pop tarts, teal chocolate, red chocolate, freeze dried strawberries. Pass rush, MIA again. So no touchdown. Does Ohio State have another goal line stop in them? Imagine they do it again. But they would give up a touchdown to freaking Illinois of all teams. First and goal. Under center I formation. Loss of a couple. Curry! It's the first sack, I think, of the game for us. Just tripped him up. Just enough to knock him down. Hmm. Have not allowed a touchdown in the first half this season. You got about a minute 18 to go, second and goal. They tried like a read option play. Snap. Nope. Did not get it. Third down. He's lucky it wasn't freaking picked or anything. Doing a shovel pass when you're in that much traffic with a dude almost on top of you. Oh yeah, shovel pass to the running back. He's lucky that. See, he's lucky right there. He didn't lose the ball. Third down. And Ohio State's going to call their final timeout, so they used all three of theirs. Zero rush touchdowns allowed in the last 184 rush attempts. Longest active streak in the FBS. Third and goal. You're probably going to have to get 2 stops if you get a stop here. Be careful for like some sort of read option bullcrap play. If you're a linebacker, you keep your eyes on anyone that leaks out. Third and goal. This is a funky formation. He jumped. False start. Damn. He's a little too eager to go, huh? Yeah, he was too eager to go. Kenyatta's like, let's go. He was a little too overeager to go, and that'll back him up. That'll change the whole strategy now. They're outside the 5-yard line. Third and goal. Shotgun. Batted away. They kind of hit Igbenozin in the back of the head. Fourth down. Davison, I love you, dude. Yeah, the ball was like so low and away. So they're going to have to go for a field goal here. Wow, the streak continues. That's crazy. Field goal's good. They end up with 3. It's crazy, man. Wow. The streak continues. Murray has 6 sacks so far today. Well, not today, but so far this season. Joel Klatt. Man. I is so upset right now. I don't know why. Oh, let it bounce. Fair catch. All right. All right. Buckeyes take over again. Let's see what they draw up. Knowing Ryan Day, he might actually try to do something, or they'll just hurdle up, no pun intended, and go in the half. 178.02 of game time without allowing a touchdown. That's insane. Last was 14:07 in the third quarter versus Ohio. Back to pass. Screen to Jeremiah goes about 2 yards. Back to pass. There's Claire. First couple yards, third down. See them getting Claire involved, though. That's good to see. I was beginning to wonder if they were really going to ever start really featuring him like that, and they have been. Claire motions. Back to pass. Woken up. Fourth down. So offense does nothing, of course. Brian Hartline, I mean, come on, man. Not sure if he was the best option to be the OC, but okay. McGuire to punt it away. 4th and 4. Flag. Delay of game. This team makes no sense sometimes. They really don't. Why is punt the damn ball away? God. Punts it away. This bozo literally cannot punt. Oh my God, McGuire. Bozo doesn't know how to flip the damn field. First and 10. Dude, can we like actually have a pass rush? Jeez. For Altmaier. 3 receivers at the bottom. Back to pass. And not much pressure as always. Throws it deep, and it's dropped. Trying to go to Clement. He had a step, but just couldn't really bring it in. Pass rush just disappears again. These guys aren't even trying to get to the quarterback. No, just let him sit back there. No big deal. Hey, Indiana really sacked this dude 7 times. Third and 8. And there he goes. Got him. Kenyatta Jackson with the sack. 4th down. And that'll do it for the first half. So we're at halftime, and the Buckeyes are up 20-3. Once again, not the greatest first half, but defense once again just doing their stuff. And when you're as good as Ohio State has been, you don't need your offense to be firing on all cylinders to be dangerous. So let's go through the box score. Ohio State just moving the ball efficiently, I mean, haven't seen much of Jeremiah, though. Kind of shocking, but yeah, you figured they were probably going to try and take him out of the game. He's still getting catches and stuff. 17-10 Alabama just starting the third quarter. 21-14 FSU at halftime. Saw a video of Thomas Castellanos with a pretty sick touchdown. But Julian's saying 12 of 18, 117 yards, and a touchdown. Jackson, 9 carries, 44 yards. CJ Donaldson, of course, 4 for 19 with a touchdown. People says 3 for 2 yards, and then Sayin is 1 for 0 yards. Jeremiah Smith, 4 receptions, 40 yards. Cornell Tate, 3 for 33. Bo Jackson, 1 for 17 and a touchdown. Max Clare, 3 for 16. Brandon Ennis has 1 for 11. He got the first pass of the game, and then that was it so far. And then defensively, 2 sacks from Curry and Kenyatta Jackson. Curry! And then Peyton Pierce with an interception. Now, Luke Altmaier, 12 of 21, 89 yards, and a pick. Hayden Fegan, 4 carries, 18 yards. Aiden Lavery, 2 for 16. Khalil Valentine, 3 for 6 yards. Anderson, 1 for 1 yard. Altmaier, 2 for -10. Keelan Crimmins, 1 for -14 yards. That's the punter. And then receiving, Hudson Clement, 5 for 47 yards, 3 for 23 for Hank Beatty. Cole Rusk, 1 for 9 yards. Dixon, 1 for 8 yards. Anderson, 2 for 8. And then Lavery has 1 for 3 yards. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's go through the box score from the scores from around the country. 7-3 Wazoo over Miss Ole Miss. Yeah, wow. Wazoo. 17-10 Alabama. Missouri's in the goal in the red zone. Let's check on that game real quick. And they just tied it up. Mizzou just tied it up. And that's it for top 25. Not too much action on that side. For 7 UCLA in the third. 17-7 SMU at halftime. 17-3 Cincinnati. 27-10 Houston. 17-0 Army. They're looking like they're going to score again. Not really much else going on. Okay. Back, guys. All right, I had to get me a Pop Tart. Thanks. Didn't really eat breakfast today. Of course. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, I turned my camera off because I know y'all ain't trying to see me eat. The only time I will show my face when eating mostly is when I'm doing an impromptu food review for you. All right. All right. Okay, I think we're ready now, guys. Oh, we back. Well, I mean, I never left, but yeah. What the heck is this? English breakfast? Ugh. Okay, the hash brown things look cool. Is that ham? Ugh. No. Oh, yeah. Chart's always just come up clutch, man. Always come up clutch. Okay, so yeah, we should be back in about 5-10 minutes, I think. It'll probably be at least one more commercial break after this one. But Ohio State, though, looking great so far. Even though their offense still looks a little out of sorts, they are moving the ball well. Yeah. Oh yeah, John Cena's face when he realized the fireflies were out. He's like, all right. You watch this video and it's like you see him glance up at the sky like, see, Bray, we're still thinking about you. X-Men 97 releases in summer 2026 on Disney Plus. What's up, Fox? Of course, Macaroni. Tribe, Garth, Kevin. E. Hooray! Yeah. Oh my God, get Devin Sanchez off the field. It's like, this is his first actual start. I mean, it took Davison how many years with us to finally learn how to turn his head around and get to play the ball? We didn't, and they didn't even score. They scored a field goal. Woo, a field goal. Oh, wait, hold up. I forgot I was on the, wait. Oh, I thought they had me playing. I thought they were on Alabama and Missouri. Missouri might, if Missouri beats Alabama, that would mess everything up in the standings and the rankings. All right, third quarter about to start. I believe Illinois will get the ball to start the second half. .34-yard punt. Yeah, McGuire. 34-yard punt. Like, damn, bro. But yeah, I mean, remember, Illinois had the ball on the 2-yard line. Then you had the false start. Caden Curry got a sack. And then another stop. And then the incomplete pass. And then they got a field goal out of it. They tried everything to score. Still couldn't do it. It's been 178 minutes of game time without allowing a touchdown. 182 total yards, 117 pass yards, 4 of 8 on third down. Illinois, 106.89. They're 1 of 7 on third down. I believe. I think that's 1 of 7. And 2 turnovers. Yeah. Ohio State could have easily been up like 30 something. But the offense is still not in the groove. Execution. That's what it is. It's simply execution. They can get in the red zone all day, but they just can't seem to punch it in. Which is very odd for this Ohio State team. So here's the kick. Into the end zone, touchback. Jenny Taft. Of course, Ohio State will be back on the road again next week as they head to Camp Randall to face Wisconsin. Then they have a bye week. And then they face Penn State. First and 10. Hands it off. Gets about 2. Maybe 2.5. Yeah, Bielema was not too pleased about that no call. 2 penalties on them, 4 on us. Back to pass. Tough throw, made the catch to Beatty. First and 10. To the 50, to the 40, inside the 40. It's number 21 for Illinois with the run. That's Lavery. Lavery, or whatever the heck you say his name. Back to pass. Throws downfield, overthrown his man. Igbinosin on the coverage. They're really testing Igbinosin today, man. So he was playing the ball again. You can joust and fight. You could have a fist fight as long as you're playing the ball, like looking for the ball. Second and 10. Man in motion, play action. Push coming. He's going to throw it away to nobody. Pressure coming in the last second up the middle. Third down. Just, yeah, Kenyatta Jackson came in last second, and he had to just ditch the ball and throw it away. Third and 10. Come on, get off the field here. Give me a turnover again. Back to pass. Oh, on defense. Why are we so soft all of a sudden? Pass rush is non-existent. It's more just a push rush at this point. Just push, 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 push. Took a little bit of a spill there. Ugh. First and 10. First down. So all of a sudden, this defense coming out playing soft as Charmin. Okay. Braylon Burks visiting with the Broncos. At the 10-yard line. Gets a first down. March on down the field again. Pencilhead, let's freaking get these guys rolling again, dude. Pencilhead. Freaking call Patricia Pencilhead. Pencil. First and goal. Gets about 2. Second down. Second and goal. 9-play, 68-yard drive. The 1. Third down. Third down. So close. Defense soft again. No pass rush. Getting gashed all over. Classic. Shotgun. Nope. On the 1 again. I don't think he got in. Fourth down. Can he lose his freaking tackle too? My God. How do you not bring him down right there, freaking Arvell? Yeah, it was in his other hand, bro. That ball was in his the other. I think it was in his right hand. If it was in his other hand, he would have scored. See, it's in his left. It's in his right hand. He's short. Fourth down and goal. Can this defense just stop getting gashed all of a sudden? God. Pass rush and secondary's getting gashed. Okay. Short. Because the ball was in his right hand. So, and his right hand was outside the end zone. So it's fourth down. So let's see what they decide to do here on fourth down. It's going to be some trickeration play, isn't it? They're 1 for 2 on fourth down. Should have been 0 for 3 or whatever. Yeah. Got it. From like a billion tries, but they finally get in because this defense just night night. Yeah, they sleeping. Did they? What were they doing in the locker room? That's the first. touchdown in the red zone given up all year. Look, freaking Illinois to do it. Texas or Washington. Illinois. Of course, the defense just got gashed all the way down the field. Pass rush, MIA. I don't know what the heck happened, Pencilhead. Come on, buddy. Wake your dudes up. Pencilhead. Hey. Hayden Proctor running the Wildcat. What is going on over there in Bama? Huh? I'm shocked it took him this long to freaking score a touchdown on us. Anybody. Can't wait to see our offense go conservative again. Crystal ball. So it's 20-10 now. Kicks away. Here's the return. Ennis. Best return of the year by far. Damn, Brandon, I like that, you know? The best return he's had as a Buckeye. This team is hilarious. Right? Hands it off. Goes nowhere. My God, this offense, dude. Hey, Brian Hartline, bro. I mean, what are these play calls, bro? Why did we turn down the offense to like a 2? God, offense can literally move the ball at will, and and there's Max Clare first down. As I say that, Get the Purdue transfer going. I like that. Like that a lot. First and 10 in Illinois territory. Runs ahead for about 3 yards. That's funny. 2nd and 8. Pat Murphy does make a good point on Twitter, though. Hands it off. Maybe Ohio State's offense struggles in the red zone because Ohio State's red zone defense is so good they can't get anything in practice. True. He's got a point. 3rd and 5. Offense just sandbagging themselves. Obviously, we've seen like in last year, we give up a touchdown. What does the offense do? Go right down the field and score in like 2 plays. These guys, and they jumped off sides, that looks like. Oh, timeout, Illinois. And Proctor running with the ball. Oh my God, brother. That is a good point, though, that he made on Twitter. Maybe the offense struggles in the red zone because they can't do anything against our defense in practice. Just see that, they're going at it in practice, and our defense keeps stopping the offense. And our offensive players be like, come on, man, let us get one. They'd be like, no, 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 no. John Mateer is throwing in warm-ups. Wow. But yeah, as far as other video content stuff to look for, you know, uh, obviously, besides the Browns games, the Buckeye games, the upcoming Cavs games, the maybe once in a while Blue Jacket game, keep an eye out for some Guardians stuff too. Article reviews, rumor videos, all that other wonderful stuff. You already know how I do it, right? We'll see how the Guardians are this offseason. Vibe I'm getting is they're going to be doing stuff, but I don't know if they will. I have a feeling Paul Dolan is going to spend some dough and we're going to actually have a really solid team again next year. We have a nice young core, like I've said before, right? You have a nice young core with J Ram, of course, Juan, Manzardo, DeLauder's up here now. Hafis, I'm sure, will be getting some run. Bo Naylor. But you need more. I'm tired of being one of the younger teams in the majors. And again, knowing Paul Dolan, he ain't going to spend. I'm going to be seeing those tweets from all the writers talk about the same 5 teams interested in every player. And it's always the big market teams, the spenders. Texas, Houston, New York, both New Yorks, LA, Dodgers and Angels, Seattle, especially after this run they're on, Detroit even. Seattle and Toronto on this run that they're on, that they're getting so much freaking extra revenue from these games. 3rd and 5. Let's see if the Buckeyes can get a first down and keep this drive going. Shotgun, and they got jumped. That should be a first down, shouldn't it? Yeah. I thought it was 3rd and 5. It's 3rd and 1. I guess it was 3rd and 6 before. All right, well, it's 3rd and 1 now. Way more manageable. Put Bo Jackson in there and give it to him. Shotgun. Back to pass. Rolls. Throws. Caught. That is Kasmerick, former Bobcat. First down. Wow, I love that. Getting the tight ends involved. 1st and 10. Oh, reverse to Jeremiah. He's got blockers, but he gets upended. He had blockers, but someone just waited for the blockers to pass and got to Jeremiah. Two blockers, and none of them take the freaking. Oh my God. You got to block him, freaking Claire. Come on now. It's literally your job. Two blockers, and none of them got Cox. And Jeremiah just got upended. Second and 7. I'm out, Buckeyes. This team is unserious as hell, dude. He got upended. Landed funky on his shoulder. Or testing out, I guess, is like his shoulders, I guess. 2nd and 7. Hands it off. Donaldson, first down. Why do I feel like we're only going to end up with 3 in the red zone? He's blocking. Oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Get your assignments. Ohio State every 1st and 2nd down despite having the best passing attack in the country. Ryan Hartline, bro, you're a receiver coach. Wouldn't you be showcasing your receivers? Back to pass. Throws. Gets it to Bo Jackson a couple yards. Two guys to block number 5. And nobody picked him up. You had Claire, and there's Jeremiah. He has his helmet back on. Probably checking his shoulder. Probably landed funky. 2nd and 7. Gets to the, was it the 10? These, dude, Brian, what is up with these damn play calls, bro? God. You're not a play caller, dude. Brian Day gonna end up snatching the freaking playbook from freaking Brian Hartline at this rate. This is an insane picture. Oh yeah, Caden Proctor. People be like, what's more insane? The construction? No. Construction is ugly. Yeah, I guess Missouri's doing like renovations in the one end zone. Looks like they're probably another like full year or so from fully completing it. See what it looks like next year, but it's looking good. But I believe like they're gonna have like a smaller stone M, I guess, in the end zone, like they had before. Kind of interested to see how that looks when it's all done. I mean, remember at Vanderbilt, it took how many years to get those end zones done? 2 or 3 years, around there. God, this is the Nebraska game from last year. Two guys right there to block, and none of them wanted to block. This offense goes stupid. He needs to snatch his job title too. Damn. He should just stick to recruiting receivers. Man, right by that defender and put his life in danger. Damn. All right, 3rd and 5. Jeremiah is back on the field, though, thank God. And this motion's out wide. Dump off pass. Are we serious? A dump off pass? This team goes stupid in the freaking red zone, man. And here we go. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1. They're 3 for 6 this season on 4th downs. Under center. Got it. Still pushing, too. He got at least to the maybe 1 yard line. Oh, Bo Jackson's out with left the field with an injury. 2-year lease. Wow. I see that 2-year lease. Tough. Hey kid, you won this car. Just return it to in 2 years. Yeah. It's the goal. Hands it off. Gets to the 1. And first down. Washington State? Right up there with freaking Ole Miss? Damn. Shotgun. Stuffed. For being a receiver coach, you'd think he'd want to showcase his boys, right? Darman literally had a dude. His tight ends freaking block. Thurman let a dude go right on past him. Literally went right past him like, oh, you don't see him. Could have blocked that guy. That would have opened something up. Gets in for the touchdown, I think. I said touchdown. Donaldson again. Never been so mad watching this offense, man. I shouldn't be mad watching an Ohio State offense. God. Point. Snap is and good. 27-10. Never been so mad watching this freaking offense. God. Like Brian Hartline, I know you played for the Browns, dude, but there's no reason to pretend you're the Browns OC. I mean, damn. This is like driving a Ferrari in second gear. Oh, no, not even second gear. This is like you're on the Autobahn, right? You're on the Autobahn. Let it rip. God. You have some of the best receivers in the country, and you're just run, 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 run. When our running backs are mostly mid besides Bo Jackson. How much money did I bet? I didn't bet money. I don't do betting. I'm acting like this without me betting. Imagine me if I bet on the Buckeyes, which I wouldn't do that because we are always favorites, so I'd lose money. Dudes be missing some blocks, man. I don't know, but I think Ohio State. I don't know if they did, but if they didn't, this is why I think they should have hired an assistant OC, an associate, to be the main guy, like Chip Kelly. I just don't understand it. You know, you mean to tell me Brian Hartline learned from Chip Kelly? He watched Chip Kelly all year last year run this offense, and what does he do? Nothing like that. Damn, Kent State. Wow. Return touchdown again. Another one. Darelis, is that Darelis Clark? Yeah. Man. Back, guys. Here comes Illinois down 17. Shouldn't even be feeling this, but damn. When it starts. Oh, yeah. Oregon gonna boat race them. Back to pass, Altmaier. Screen pass. Gets about a yard. Tyrone Malone on the tackle. Big boy. Damn, really? That's crazy. 2nd and 10. To pass. Pressure coming. It's out. And I think we just fell on it. It's Jermaine Matthews. Came in on a free blitz. Knocked the ball out, and Curry falls on it. Watch, he comes off a corner blitz on the slot here. He's just going to race around, pushes the ball out, and then Curry falls on it. You kind of say he was like a pocket pick maneuver, just boom, punch the ball out. Shotgun. Play action. Nobody. Whoa. Donaldson. Wow. Indiana got 7 sacks on these guys. 2. We got 2 sacks. That's it. 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws. Caught. There's Carnell. Gets about 8 yards. At least we know, at least Carnell's eating. No, that's good. Yeah, they're double covering freaking Jeremiah. I want to see Jeremiah get in the end zone one time. Oh, damn it. You know, teams aren't just going to let him bully them. Hell no. 3rd and 2. There's Tate. Under center. Hands it off. 1st down. Donaldson again. Oh, watch out. Old linemen just be stumbling over one another. Freaking Hinsman like I'm acting like an NPC, and there's a flag down. A little jousting going on. Oh yeah, see, there's Jeremiah going at it. They're kind of just interlocked. Ref, oh, I gotta call a flag. No punches were thrown. They were just, like getting in each other's face. First and 10. Hands it off. Gets inside the 10-yard line. That'll be it for the third quarter. All right, fourth quarter coming up. Buckeyes up by 17, looking to add another one. Yeah, clearly, Indiana didn't see what Colorado did a couple years ago. Yeesh. That was Bo Nix at quarterback, and look what they did. Fourth down. Not fourth down, fourth quarter. Oh, man. Jermaine Matthews. Dog. Arby's bought Buffalo Wild Wings for approximately $2.9 billion. You have the meats. Texas and Oregon play because the Oregon Indiana game is going to be really interesting. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on it for that's 100% now. They faked the punt instead of going for it. Oh. Hmm. The hell is that? I see they're dancing. Okay. I was like, what the heck is that? What is that video? Like, make me want to shout. I see what they were doing. I was like, what the heck? When you follow Oregon fans on Twitter and stuff, you see some wacky stuff that they be posting. Like shirtless Dan Lanning. So the Buckeyes offense trying to score in the red zone again here. 2nd and 6. Shotgun. Ennis motions. And he'll fight for about 4.5 yards. All right. Wow. 3rd and 1. Hands it off to the big guy. Powers it into the end zone, or near the end zone. He got the first down. That was Roberts, I believe, who had the run. Another one of the tight ends. God, this dude's like featuring tight ends. Like, didn't Bailey go up to Brian and say, "Yo, Brian, can you feature your tight ends this week? Because I'm trying to woo Max Sutter over here. I want him to commit here, so I need y'all to feature your dudes. Show him that we use tight ends." He'd be like, "All right, I guess." Flag delay of game. Of course. Well, they use the timeout. Okay. They take like 5 hours to freaking get to the line. That's not. There we are. Ohio State wants to enter the red zone. I've never seen an Ohio State offense struggle so much in the red zone. So they have one timeout left for the final 13:29 in the game. Sayan lines up under center. 1st and goal. Then caught, touchdown, Jeremiah. Too easy. Yeah, I mean, you can't let Jeremiah get even out of his break at all, because that's what he'll do to you. Little inside move, and it was it. Clark just got cooked. There's Jeremiah. Oh, back shoulder fade. Easy money. Easy money. Kick is up and good. 34-10. Offsides on a kickoff? Didn't even notice that from earlier. Wow. Nate Roberts says blackmail on a Heartline. Never felt like this about an Ohio State offense. This would be like driving on the Autobahn, like 50 miles per hour. Does the 2016 Browns beat the 2024 Buckeyes? That's pre-Miles Garrett, so I don't even know. I really don't. That'd be a tough call. Nobody on that 2016 team stops Jeremiah. They don't even Browns that Browns team doesn't even have Miles Garrett. So I'd say honestly, yeah, I think they would. People say, "Oh, but we're talking about pros versus a college team." The 2016 Browns was garbage. Not to mention Hugh Jackson was the freaking coach. You mean to tell me although which quarterback would they have? RG3? Cody Kessler? Nah. Matt Patricia's defense is essentially an NFL caliber defense, so I'd honestly say Ohio State would beat them barely, but I think Ohio State would win. 2017, that could be a different story because Josh Gordon would probably sun everybody because that's how good he was. And again, we're talking about grown ass men versus essentially kids. But honestly, Jeremiah ain't no damn kid. Caleb Downs ain't no damn kid either. It's hard to say. 34-10. 13:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. And here's the return out of the end zone. Makes the guy miss. Nice stop. 23. That's Stover. The brother of Cade Stover gets the stop. Was it Garrett Stover? No, Russell Stover, though. Damn it. Ah. Oh. Ah. All right, 1st and 10. Hands it off. Gets about a yard. There's Caleb Downs. The Browns have forced. I see now you got me talking about the Browns. The Buckeyes have forced 3 turnovers today. 2 fumbles and a pick. The interception was Luke Altmaier's first of the year and the first one since 2023 at home. Back to pass. Dumps it off. Oh, Curry should have stayed in that spot. He tried to hurdle a dude and he ended up getting yeeted out of bounds. Sanchez on the stop there. No Lorenzo Styles today. Still don't know why he's out, but I'm sure we'll hear about something later. Probably hear something later about it. But yeah, Devin Sanchez, a freshman from Texas. I think he's from right around the Houston area. He was, I think, our #1 commit in that class. Back to pass. Oh, I thought he would have broken it up. Damn it, Arvell. I thought you were going to break that up. The interception that we got on Altmaier was off a tip pass. Peyton Pierce picked it off. 1st and 10. Damn, Caleb, lay his ass out. Oh, he dropped it? Or did he? I don't think it really matters. I mean, it's 2nd and 10. He didn't really get anything on that one. Downs is everywhere. I want to see him get a pick, man. 2nd and 10. He does have an interception this year, though. Oh, watch out. Damn, Caleb. You're trying to time the snappy. False start. Wow. So Caleb Downs, I think, forced a false start. That's tough. See, 64. Yeah. He didn't go over the blue line, but he was awfully close. And he got back instantly. And the old lineman just kind of flinched. The jump scare. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to roll to his right. Nobody around. He'll get to the 30. It'll be third down. Gotta bounce out of my chair to freaking see the freaking score bug. And 33 to go. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Gets hit. And intercepted by Davison. Oh, so close. He wouldn't have been able to do anything with it because he was already diving. And of course, in college football, you can't get up and run. So it's fourth down. Almost had another pick. Still a good play, though. Here's the punt. Good to see number 40 actually can hike the ball. Here's Ennis with another return. Honestly, it would have been better off if he had just fair caught it. Buckeyes get it back. Karen's clearly a troll. Illinois would be up so big if the refs weren't giving Ohio State all these calls. We barely got any calls in general. And we've actually scored points. Oh, so much. If he was wearing. No. 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 Get to the kitchen. Damn. Damn, Kevin. Damn, Kevin. Damn, Kevin. Madness and Bowling Green? Oh, wow. FSU fans right now. Twenty-seven 17 Alabama. They're going to escape. Pitt over FSU right now. 27-24 in the fourth quarter. Uh, all right. Tomorrow, game one, Mariners and Blue Jays. Got game five in the NLDS today. Obviously, I'm not streaming. Play action. Saying throws. Oh, what a hit to Claire. Looks like Scott might have hurt himself in the process. Yeah. Starting to see the stands slowly but surely kind of empty out a little bit, especially in the student section. That area's gotten got pretty empty quick. Twenty-seven, 24 Pitt over FSU. Damn, Florida State. Mid. One 20 plus yard play versus Power Four teams. I've had quite a few lately. Hands it off, and you'll get a few yards on second down. 17-14 Ole Miss over Wazoo. And yeah, the biggest one, of course, Pitt over Florida State. That's tough with Florida State, man. Good team. They're still Florida State, though. Mid. 3-2 on the year. They beat Alabama. You know, they were up here and then took a big old dump in their pants. Lost to Virginia, lost to Miami, possibly could lose to Pitt. There's Brennan Innes. Gets a few yards. Fourth down. This team is like obsessed with staying behind the sticks. I don't get it. Missouri is about to score, it looks like, and they just did. So they're down 3 with a minute 39 to go. Florida State has Stanford, Wake, Clemson, Virginia Tech, NC State, and Florida coming up. And that student section emptied out quick. Damn. Wow. So here's McGuire to punt it away again, and another false start because these bozos on the special teams unit don't know when to freaking snap the ball. Yeah, I can't wait for another 30-yard punt from our noodle leg punter. Taking too long on a punt. Are we serious? Punt. Special teams is still special ed. Special ed, more likely. Much better punt this time. Oh, watch out. Just inside their own 40, and that's where Illinois takes over. But yeah, if you're at Florida State, you know, you were on top of the world. You know, you beat your non-con opponents, but you walk into the ACC and you lose 2 heartbreakers, and you might lose a 3rd heartbreaker. Heartbreaker. How's Prabula and them doing over at Mizzou? Let's see what they're up to. Heartbreaker. Yeah. Prabula, 14 of 21, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Jam Miller, Bo Perbula is the leading rusher. Brett Norfleet, 3 receptions, 38 yards, and a touchdown. Kevin Coleman Jr. Damn. Hyde Simpson, 23 of 31, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns on the year, on the game so far. Who in God's name thought UMass going back to the MAC was a good idea? Well, I mean, it's in their name. They are ass. It's in their name. Ass. Garbage. We're independent before. 34-10 Buckeyes lead. To pass. No pressure still. No pressure. Good containing though. Throws wide open. What the heck was going on in coverage? Sanchez was on coverage, I guess, but dude shook him. Took a long time for that play to develop. Shotgun. And they snuffed. Oh, he's still going. Doesn't get anything though. Maybe a yard. Damn. 33-24 Pitt. Damn. Pass. No pressure still. Throws. Caught. Still ain't got no pass rush. All these dudes do is push around. Pass. Dumps it off. Gets the stop. Third down, about 6 minutes to go in the game. I think he was a yard behind the line. That's Arvell Reese. Twenty-four, 24 Pitt. Damn. Wazoo. I don't know if they're going to be able to beat Mississippi. 4th and 1. Got it. Yeah. It was like 4th and an inch. $4:48 to go. Back to pass. Broken up. And another flag. Just got caught looking, and these guys literally cannot turn their head. They watch Davison do it, but they're like, no, let's not turn our head when we engage in the receiver. Let's just play him and not the ball. Maybe OG Walt should stop saying Bible verses and teach these guys how to look back when the ball is in the air. Play action. Touchdown. So 2 touchdowns in the red zone this year. This team is weak ass team, dude. All of a sudden, they just stop caring. No pass rush, defense getting carved up. Incomplete. So it's 34-16. Team is so unserious. Wow. UCLA won 38-13. Student section to start the 4th quarter in the biggest Illinois home game in over 100 years. Yeah, the student section is pretty much emptied out. What a shocking ass, if you ask me. Trying to onside kick it, but the Buckeyes get it. Buckeyes offense has it inside Illinois territory. Oh, look at that. A run on first down. So predictable. And it goes for 2 yards. Up the middle. Ryan Hartline all of a sudden decided, you know what? Screw getting my feeding my receivers. I did that last week. This week I'm just gonna run, 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 run. For really no reason. Missouri has the ball back. Ooh. He might be able to tie that game up. Under center. Hands it off again for nothing. Stop freaking running the damn ball. Come on. Ah. All this loser does is run, 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 run. Dude, his brainworms or something. Recruiter, but he's another one of those good recruiters that can't freaking call plays for crap. Give him the play sheet and he's I don't know what I want to do with it. Let's run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. I'll be showcasing the hell out of my receiver group. Hands it off. Gets a few yards. Isaiah West. Wow. Oh, they punted it away. Intercepted. Oh. Missouri got picked off. That's tough. So yeah, Alabama's going to escape that one with a win. Washington next week, next game. Rutgers, Maryland, Wisconsin, Northwestern. Washington too. So 2:49 to go, and here comes McGuire, noodle leg McGuire, to punt it away again. This team is so damn unserious, I tell you. This is the most unserious football game I've seen from this team. You're going to be bringing the house. Good protection. Ball rolls into the end zone for a touchback. Oh my God. Oh well. This offense left quite a bit of points on the board. Yeah. First and 10 for Illinois. Oh, I like when they. Oh, look at that. Nice job. Wow. Loss of 2. Pierce again. Second and 11. (34-16). Back to pass. Wide open. Because nobody bothers to cover. What's going on in that FSU game? (34-31). Minute 45 to go. Okay. Wow. Castellanos to Danzy for the touchdown that cut it to a 3-point deficit. All right, so yeah, Red River rivalry will be getting underway soon. For the onside. Wow. Let me actually do this real quick, guys. Real fast. Because, of course, at the conclusion of this game, I will be doing my game recap video on the Bucking Crazy channel, like always. I'll be live tomorrow for Browns and Steelers. Yay. Can't wait to waste another Sunday watching this garbage ass team. Oh, man. That's what I do, though. I'm a psychopath. People be like, just don't watch. Nah, I have to. I'm an addict. I'm addicted. Oh, I'm addicted. So there's Jeremiah, in good spirits, of course. Buckeyes about to get a pretty good ranked win. Obviously, I know we're not going to blow them out, but like, damn, bro, we left so many points on the board. Just scared because if we play like an elite D coordinator, Brian Hartline's going to get his freaking like, he's going to get put in a chokehold. There's a catch, first down. Back to pass. No pressure at all. Pitch and catch. Can these dudes cover for 1 second in their life? Oh my God. Every time it's just pitch and catch, pitch and catch, pitch and catch, pitch and catch. No pressure at all. But again, there's my Buckeye channel. Back to pass. Hey, look at that pressure. Hey, let's go. Oh, Valeries with the sack. 132 to go. Timeout. So it looks like Pitt is probably going to win. 1st and 10. Ooh, no play. Offsides on Jackson Jr. That's going to do it. That's going to beat FSU. Oh no, Knowles. 3 straight losses for Florida State to start ACC play. And then beat Alabama. Someone joked on Twitter saying they prepared all offseason to play Bama and then forgot they have to play the rest of their schedule. That's tough. You hate to see that. You just hate to see that. You really do. Shotgun for Altmaier. Oh, Altmaier got hooked on that play. And then, hey, guys, can we tackle? Thank you. Got about a minute 24 to go. 3rd down. Oh my, got rocked after he threw that ball. Back to pass. And it's incomplete. They have no timeouts remaining. There we go. Oh. Honestly, I think of the quarterbacks we've faced so far, the top three are definitely Damon Williams, Altmaier, and Manning. Back to pass. Pressure. He throws it to the dirt. Buckeye ball. They went for it on fourth down and they came up empty. Buckeyes will get it back. And they're probably just going to take a knee or a couple knees here and that'll do it. So Ohio State's going to improve to 6-0. Illinois is about to lose their second game. And you look at the rest of their schedule, I mean, they could easily go 10-2. Unless they slip up somewhere down the line. Like Washington in their next game. I think they have a bye week. Then they have Washington. All right, they're going to take a knee. So, yeah, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for this. Ohio State moves to 3-0 in conference, 6-0 overall. Good stuff. Indiana and Oregon are facing off now. So no matter what, someone's going to have a loss in the conference column. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. Game is over. And yeah, Buckeyes win 34-16. Not the prettiest game by far, but it's a win. 6-0. You can kind of compare this game to the Nebraska game last year. Not new. But yeah, so I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to get to work on the recap video. So that'll be out later. And then tomorrow I'll be live on this channel for Browns and Steelers. And then I'll probably do some ALCS, NLCS games this week. And then, of course, this would be the last week I do baseball, pretty much. Because basketball takes over not this upcoming Tuesday, but next Tuesday after that, the 21st. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. And I'll see you all tomorrow for Browns and Steelers. Shout out to everybody who came through tonight. Really appreciate the support, of course. Fox, Macaroni, Hanson, Jason, Jacob, Lamar, of course. Garth, Duck's House, Kevin, Tribe. Have Fox, Kevin, Devin. All right, guys. See y'all tomorrow. Go Bucks. I'm Crazy Dog. I'm out. Bye-bye. Yeah. 6-0, baby.